So this group had 8 individuals attending from South Carolina State, A&T, Tuskegee, Prairie View, Langston, and UMS, and involved in 2 sessions on thresh areas, livestock integration. And one of the things that we spent some time on is how to keep this consistent participation. This is an example of the better ones among the centers of excellence. And one of the issues we appeared to be thinking was communication. How do we maintain communication when there's staff turnover, there's people's interests may change, we maybe go back home and get another assignment. And so having a place where we can kind of keep everybody abreast, even if you don't next to meeting. So we talked about having a buddy system. So if you're not able to make a meeting, at least somebody from the institution is here. So the information is staying there. To be able to maintain the communication, have portals that we can keep recordings of these, so you can go back and see it off hours in order to keep abreast, but to keep us in the loop. In some cases, Dr. Hill, the leadership will play a role in how things are done. Sometimes communication is going to the deans, and they keep it to themselves. They're not the ones doing the work. So some kind of way we can be sure that they know they should be giving assignments to people in their shop to know they're going to keep that participation going on. We talked about having meetings where the thresh area leaders would have their own meetings. We think it would be best supported if it was around existing activities like PWC, ARD, AA meetings, where they could have their own separate meetings at the same time. So when they're asking for more money, they have an isolated separate meeting. They talked about examples of where we could have a system portal we could all have access to. They mentioned the Virginia State one is one that's appeared to be doing real well, that we could always find a place to say field days, workshops, new hires at one shop. So ARD has a portal like that. A&T has one only for information, but Virginia State has one that's based on extension being participating. There's a National Extension Foundation group Leanne is working with that has an open forum, so they pick particular topics that we could all have our input in what's being done, and then they say wait for a meeting as this to be able to discuss. Sometimes things need to be talked about before we get to these kind of meetings. Having a way to have that communication in place is another one. And just places to have organizational information exchange. We find out what each other's doing, how to share expertise. Because most of the time we're not very deep in skills, but we do have men across the shop. How do we know who's out there doing work similar to mine? How can I find out who I can reach out for help? When I'm having a difficult challenge, somebody's not on my campus, how can we be able to connect with that area? And those are the only ways we're going to be able to sustain this program going forward. Otherwise, sometimes we start out real high, but over time we kind of diminish. And these would be ways to circumvent things like changing administration, changing assignments, and sometimes changing presence. Thank you. Questions? We okay? Questions? We okay?